Well, New York State is the hardest hit by coronavirus with nearly 400,000 cases. The latest surge is concentrated largely in the south and west of the US, with California, Texas and Florida each recording more than 200,000 cases. Experts say the outbreak hadn't even been effectively contained before a number of states started reopening their economies in an irresponsible way.
That is the worst thing that you can do. I don't even call that a second wave. That is an intensification of the first wave.
But the White House believes the curve is flattening in some of these states.
We're actually seeing early indications of a percent of positive testing flattening in Arizona and Florida and Texas.
States have pretty much been left on their own to decide how best to deal with the pandemic, often disagreeing with guidance at a federal level. The latest issue: when to reopen schools. Donald Trump has threatened to cut off federal funding to those that fail to open by the fall, while criticising as tough, expensive and impractical guidelines by the nation's health protection agency. Mike Pence announced new guidelines will be issued as the CDC sought to clarify their stance.
I want to make it very, very clear that the guidance that CDC continues to put out for schools K through 12 and higher learning is intentional for reopening and keeping our schools open.
But the Californian governor, for one, says that decision for his state will be guided by data and based on local conditions.
I'm not worried about the latest tweets, and I can give you ad nauseum examples of why I've concluded that that's not the issue that we need to address. What we need to address is safely reopening the schools.
Meanwhile, the governor of New Jersey has decided to make wearing masks mandatory for those outdoors where physical distancing is not practical.
I think that making it mandatory is really sort of a good thing for us right now.
If it's going to make us safer, why not? It's not a big deal anyway.
The order is one of the most stringent coronavirus restrictions on public activity in the US to date. Yvonne Yong, ABC News.